Hey, what's good, y'all? Here to bring you another video you didn't know you wanted to see, and today we're going to talk about the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Metal build. Now, if you missed out on Black Hazard build, this is your chance to get something close enough. You know what? I'm going to throw in a bonus. I'm even going to talk about the SHF upgrade parts, which can allow you to recreate Black Hazard normally. And Metal build is from the V Cinema with Grease, showing off Grease's new form, Perfect Kingdom. And I highly recommend, if you like build, you go and watch that, because Mitan, you know? But outside of me being a Kamen Rider fan, in all honesty, I very much enjoy the setup of getting cool sort of semi-reissues with new stuff, because I can honestly say I'm a completionist when it comes to Kamen Rider. So yeah, I suck, but also it's fun as hell. But yeah, ignore me in that. But yeah, this is dope because it's one of those things where if you missed out on Black Hazard, this is your chance to kind of get it, especially now that SHF Upgrade did that add-on set, which was really dope. And I'm actually going to go over that too in this video as a bonus to this, so shout out to SHF Upgrade. But yeah, look-wise on this, I mean, we pretty much got Black Hazard with a new head and a new hazard trigger. But I can't front. There's something about this metal-like design that hits on the chest and the different parts of this guy that just really speak to me. It's only slightly different from the normal Black Hazard, and I'm not even sure if it's gonna show well under my lighting, no matter what I kind of do. But I guess when I put it up against Black Hazard, we'll see. But I just adore this look. The two compound eyes that are gray look really nice here, and as you can see in the light, they kind of focus really well. I believe it is metal and tank, two non-human things bottle-wise that you get. You see the two black bottles here that signify that. So you get your two black bottles. But yeah, enough about that. I don't want to talk about Kamen Rider without spoiling stuff. So that's kind of the other thing. I try to avoid the spoilers because some people catch on years later, and that's kind of the fun of this. People can come to this video later and go, "Ooh, look at this," with newfound fun. So articulation-wise, now that we've seen our look, you know, looking all fancy and sharp and black. I love black Kamen Riders. So here we go. We can look up, we can look down, and we can't really look that well down as we press forward. As you can see, he's technically looking down here. We can actually get a little expressive by turning side to side. We can actually still tilt technically side to side as well. The big collar is there, but because of the helmet design, it's going to get in the way of what you want to kind of tilting. So as you can see here, you can still get expressive, but it's going to be limited. Now, our shoulders are actually attached to the arms. As you can see, I've wiggled it out. But what you can do is you can actually pull it out to extend its range. And as you can see now, or hopefully you'll be able to see, is that I can actually rotate it around at 360 degrees. Because of the shoulder pad being on the ball joint, it can move with it. So we can lift our arm up and still get that T-pose. We can actually get it with both arms too. So you don't have to stress or look at it like, oh, why can't I do that? You can actually get it with both arms. It's going to be a little tricky because of the shoulder design. As you can see here on the left side, I'm actually having a little bit of trouble with that. So let me see if I can actually bring up. My ball joint was stuck. That's what happened. There we go. So now I can lift my arm up. And we have bicep swivel with that as well. You want to lift up the joint that rotates over, so that way you can lift all the way up. And then we do have a double joint. It's going to be a little bit of muscle mass and suit design in the way. And that's the police in the background being the police. So we're going to be able to lift our arm up and rotate it around as well too. And we can still get our arm to rotate all the way around, even with our natural design. As you can see, there's a little bit of squeaking there going on. You might need some silicone shock oil. We have our standard SHF-like pegs, which rotate all the way around. You know, that's standard stuff. Our belt can wiggle just a little bit. That way it gives you a little bit of room with movement. But most importantly, as far as our ab crunch goes, we can go really far backwards. And there's a point here in the chest plate that allows you to move forward. So that way, you gotta watch out for that hazard trigger. As you'll see that I'll move it right around first. There we go. That we can still get a forward ab crunch. It is not a lot, but it is still there. We can also tilt side to side with no issues as well too. And there is a lower crunch as well too. So as you can see here, we can still get some sort of range. As far as our legs go, it uses the old school drop down method. Mines are still being brung in, so it is going to be a little tight. We can extend outward with it. There is a thigh swivel. We have a double joint. And we have forward, not as much as we would normally like. There's going to be that band there that gets in the way, and backwards. not that much either. We can tilt forward, inward. We can tilt outward, and we have a toe pivot. Now, let's see what this guy looks like when we can get some poses, at least some battle-like poses. So let's see if we can pose this guy up. Yeah, he can still get poses. So he can still pose up. He can still look good. As you can see, I had him in a nice little battle pose, ready to give somebody a gut punch. But most importantly, I think what I want to do is I want to show that Just Hernandez walk. Because Just is always watching my videos, and the least I can do is pose him up. I need to get an odious head on something. I'm probably going to do one in a size comparison. So I got my boy on Parallel make a cameo as well, too. That way, everybody, all the homies make cameos. As soon as Elvis gets one, when Elvis gets himself a head sculpt, we're going to be good. And as you can see here, walk-wise, we can do the walk as well, too. We're going to make sure these legs line up. There we go. And as we can see, we're going to just change our focus. We can see that he can hit the wall. We can hit it from angles as well, too. As you can see here, to make our standard walking. This is really nice. I like the simple, clean, black design. It's just really, really nice. But if you want to talk about breaking in color separation and the cool things like that, we're going to jump into the accessories so I can show you the cool things that he comes with. So let's get to that. Let's set up. We all good? We good. Let's go. So as far as accessories go, he doesn't come with a lot, but he does come with some important stuff. So let's go over that. I'm going to back you on up like a U-Haul truck real fast. And I want to talk about the hands before I get to the nitty-gritty of the cool stuff. So we're going to get weapon holding hands. We get smaller weapon holding hands. Then we get the more open weapon holding hands, which is something you actually don't get on normal Black Hazard. So these hands are going to come in handy to put on your other Black Hazard. You already see the closed fist there. And then you get open action palms, right? Very simple hand sets, nothing too crazy, right? But the weapons that he comes with are also really cool, so we're going to talk about that. First, let's talk about the first head sculpt, and this is going to be a change because with our bottles, we can actually change our weapon sets of what he comes with. You don't have to, but it's cool enough that he can do it. And this one is Kaizoku Russia, which is pirate and train combination. Don't ask me why that's the best match, but it's the best match. And you'll actually get the bottles for it, which are very tiny, and I don't want to lose these. So please, Lord, don't let them drop out my hands. I don't, please. As I'm nervous as hell, getting sweaty, I'm ready to drop these bad boys. So you'll see them in my sweaty palms as I get nervous. So you'll see pirate and train, right? What's really cool is you'll actually get the weapon that accompanies that head. So as you can see, the paint match on these is actually immaculate. It's really, really nice. And that's what I was saying about these larger weapon holding hands, because you can actually be ambidextrous and hold it in either hand, and it holds out just fine. Really, really cool that they included this. So if you want to use it for metal build, you can actually go ahead and actually use it again for Black Hazard as well too. The other head sculpt we get is really dope because it's also seen in the grease movie. We get Dragon and Lock. So you'll see the Lock head on one half. You'll see Dragon for the other half. Really dope stuff. You'll also get the bottles for that. Again, Lord, please don't let me drop these. So I'm going to try to find a way to put them in my hand as you see them. Please, please. And you'll also get Cross Z's signature weapon, as well as add-on for when he pulls the lever at the bottom of his sword. There's also a placeholder here for where you want to place the bottle inside. So getting these all was pretty cool, and I really, really enjoyed the fact that they added that on as a bonus with the actual Black Hazard, which I'm going to compare to next and show off a bunch of other stuff. So we're going to get into the comparison with regular Black Hazard, and then we're going to go over the SHF upgrade stuff. So shout out to SHF upgrade yet again. Let's get to that. All right, cool. Hey guys, here with a comparison for you guys. So I also forgot to add on that on my Black Hazard, I added the neck adapter upgrade from SHF upgrade as well. Now we're at the part where I'm going to talk about upgrades and things like that. So you'll see that my neck stands a little higher, giving it room to look a little bit more natural, and actually gives it more room to look down as well too. But in terms of comparison, as far as the look on these guys, they're almost identical body wise, with the exception being The eVault driver has a slightly different color. This one is going to be a darker red. This one is a lighter red. As far as the handle being a slightly different, less candy red. And this one handle on the hazard trigger is a little more translucent than the other one. But I don't think my lighting is going to pretty much show it. But it's there. Slightly different paint jobs, but nothing too crazy. But I do want to take this time to talk about the SHF upgrade parts. So let's talk about that. First off, we're going to talk about all the cool little extra baggies that you get the extra bottles. So that's going to be for your extra faceplates for obviously matching your best matches. You'll also get a sticker upgrade sheet, which I do not know how to apply very well, so I'm going to leave that alone. But this will look very good in most of my photos. But the most important part is you'll get the upgrade head. As you can see, this faceplate is usually has eye plates on it. They've left it so that way you can add on different combinations. So I'm going to show you guys a few of them. Here's one of them. Excellent faceplate. And I forgot the names at this moment, but I'll definitely try to put it in the description, but I clearly forgot right now. Here's another one of these faceplates. I believe this one is Wolf Smartphone. That one should be Wolf Smartphone. This one is probably one of my favorites. Rabbit Black Hazard. This looks absolutely beautiful. And then if you want, like I said, the Black Hazard upgrade, because you get the bottles to match it, you can actually now. So again, if you've missed out, right, on the first Black Hazard for some whatever apparent reason, you can recreate it by having your own. So what you can do is just pop the head off your metal build safely. Pop this head on. Obviously, you're going to swap the bottles, but just like that, you'll have a Black Hazard and the Black Hazard. And that's pretty cool. It's cool that we are able to get cool things like this that allow us to get things we missed out on. And that's kind of the joy of this. And I really, really love stuff like this. So special thank you to SHF Upgrade, who is out here making the goods for us Kamen Rider fans who may have missed out on stuff. And me, I just want to support. So SHF Upgrade will forever have my support. And I hope they see this video and know that I appreciate them. But without further ado, I would like to jump into size comparisons as I've shown off the SHF Upgrade stuff. I'm going to lay him right here in the back. And now I'm going to talk about what's going on here with him. Size-wise, I want to compare it with some Kamen Rider stuff. First thing I'm going to do is compare it with Grease Blizzard and Grease Perfect Kingdom. So here is Grease Blizzard. Looking really, really good. Then also here is Grease Perfect Kingdom. Ooh, I got to turn around that fist. Here we go. And obviously he's the bad guy. He fights him in two different forms, but I just want to see how he looks off next to these guys. This one, I love this look. I even love taking off the claw and adding other fists. Looks so damn good. And then over here we have Perfect Kingdom, which fights a different form of metal build. So yeah, really, really nice. Next up, we're going to compare to some other Kamen Rider stuff. So now we're going to put him up against Kuga, who he looks pretty good against. Has a natural look and vibe with him. Really like the way that looks. Now we're going to compare with some other stuff so you guys can see what's going on. Here we have an Articulated Icons Dusk Ninja. Then we have a 1000 toy synthetic card. Yeah. Next up we have a 6-inch G.I. Joe classified beachhead. And as you can see, most of the stuff across the board looks pretty decent next to each other, which is really, really cool. Next up, we're going to compare to... what can I... Oh, you know what? Samurai Skeleton. My one true homie on a defeated run. So we have Skeleton Homie. Storm Collectible Skeleton, to be exact. I'm just like calling him Skeleton Homie. We have a Lightning Collection Gold Ranger. We have a Mythic Legions Gold Knight. And then we have a Hasbro Scarlet Spider. So as you can see here, Black Hazard may be the smallest of them, but he just looks cool with all of them, no matter which one it is, which is really, really dope. So, as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had a damn good time. I hope you give Kamen Rider a chance. And as always, please, be good, do good. Drink your water, guys. Later. So for the life of me, I could not remember what was what at the in the middle of the video for Metal Build. So this is Rabbit Dragon Final Battle. This is gonna be Wolf and Smartphone, Rabbit obviously, and then this is Rabbit Tank. So yeah, I remembered it, so I just want to make sure I put that out there. Later.